Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a weight loss or how to start your weight loss journey if you are struggling with it. Obviously over Christmas we overindulge, we do an awful lot of excessively eating, and maybe you're thinking of, you know, trying to lose a bit of weight, or for those of you who just overindulged over Christmas and you just don't know where to start. So first of all, you guys know that I'm a qualified nutrition. I have a Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. I also have 2 diplomas in nutrition, one in sports nutrition. I've studied nutrition for 6 years, so I feel like I'm quite qualified to make a video like this. The first thing I want to say is do not follow a fad diet or a crash diet. The reason why I say it is they're short-lived, they don't last, they're very difficult to stick to, and majority of people just fall off the wagon from them. They're too hard to follow, and that goes for like these paleo diets, the 80-10-10 diet, these different fashionable types of weight loss ways and fads and stuff like that. A balanced diet is not a fad, and that's what I recommend to my clients. Doesn't matter if you're vegetarian, vegan, or if you're a meat eater, there is a balanced diet for each and every one of you, and it doesn't mean just because you don't eat a certain group of food, like maybe even intolerance to it, and you don't eat dairy or a preference over other foods, it doesn't mean that you have to miss out. Getting a balanced diet should be easy. So also, by not following those fad diets, your results will be slower, but they will be lifelong, that you can follow for forever, whereas the fads might make you lose weight quite quickly, but you pile it on and more once you come off the fad diet. Majority of fad diets lead to starvation mode in your body. That doesn't mean that you're necessarily starving, but it's your body that thinks that it is starving and that you're in like a famine environment, so it conserves fat because fat protects your organs. Please set small obtainable goals. Don't set big huge goals. Okay, so when I say to my clients, how much weight do you want to lose? If someone says to me, I want to lose 4 stone by Christmas, so I set really obtainable goals, and usually what I would say to people is, okay, Christmas is 10 weeks away. If you lost 1 pound a week, that's 10 pounds, so you're nearly a stone down. So I usually get people to focus on the week, and I usually get them to try and lose a pound a week at least. To lose a pound a week means that you have been either exercising more or you have been eating less. It also means that you have burnt off or ate 500 less calories a day for 7 days. 3,500 calories is a pound of fat, basically. If you want to lose a pound, you need to eat 500 less calories a day. That doesn't mean if you need to eat 1,900 calories as a woman that you now eat 1,400 calories to lose a pound. No. That's not the way to do it. If you are an overweight person, you would need to be eating less than 500 calories a day, because usually an overweight person would be overeating as well. So I hope that makes sense. Please do not eat underneath your minimum amount of calories. If you're a woman, under 1,900 calories, or a man, 2,450 calories for a man to be precise. Do not eat under those calories, because like I said, your body will think it's in starvation mode, that there's not enough food present and it needs to conserve fat. You'll tend to actually gain more weight, and your metabolism will just dramatically drop. You'll end up just affecting it so badly. Make your changes slowly. I recommend this to all of my clients. If you're worried about how much sugar you eat in a week, then reduce the sugar you eat in a week. But do not reduce the sugar in your tea, eating the chocolate bars, eating whatever it may be sugar wise. Try and do it like step by step. The first week would be your challenge to maybe reduce the amount of sugar you have in your tea, or just eliminate it completely. And once you've achieved that after a week, then you can move on to the next thing. So in the second week you might say, oh, I eat an awful lot of Snickers bars. So how about not eating all those Snickers bars that week? Never start your diet on a Monday or the 1st of January. It's just bound to fail. I know that sounds really bad, but it is. It's true. I see all my clients on a Friday. They say, oh, well, maybe I'll start on a Monday. I'm like, no, you're starting today. That's how soon you're going to start. And it's usually a Friday and Saturday. You're not expecting it. It just starts. It just happens. Because when you say, oh, I'll start on Monday, you're waiting for that day to arrive. And when it arrives, you say, no, I'll start next Monday. I'm not ready today. There is no time like the present. So the next point I want to make about starting to lose weight is to educate yourself. It's not enough to say, oh, chicken and fish and all these type of foods are really healthy for me, so I'll just eat loads of them. You need to educate yourself on how much your portions should be, your portion sizes, what should be actually on your plate. So make sure you educate yourself on nutrition, like why do you eat certain foods, or how much of certain foods should you be eating. The food pyramid is kind of the easiest thing to follow, and I will link it down below. I recommend you eat more fruit and veg, at least 7 portions a day. So if you think you're having a kiwi and you're doing great, it's only half a portion. You need to try and eat, 2 kiwis or a kiwi and a mandarin for 1 portion. Also, just because something is healthy doesn't mean you can eat tons of it. Everything in moderation, guys. Just because a chicken dinner is healthy, chicken and steamed veg and maybe some potatoes, doesn't mean you can eat 2 big platefuls of it, because it's just going to be too much food. Also, make sure when you are preparing your food, especially vegetables, that you don't overboil them, you don't overcook them, and you put them on your plate first, and they should be on half of your plate. That means that you're eating enough and you're retaining all the nutrients. Include lots of colours of fruit and veg, especially bright greens, bright reds and bright oranges. They contain substance called phytochemicals. In reds it would be things like lycopene, oranges it would be things like beta carotene. These are strong antioxidants and they're great at protecting our bodies from cancers, etc. And then try and include fibre rich products. At least half of your carbohydrate products should be coming from brown sources, so either brown rice, brown pasta, brown bread. Porridge is an excellent product to start every morning off with. I always eat it with banana and cinnamon. If you are starting to eat healthy or you want to try and lose weight, don't think about losing weight, think about eating healthy. It's a much easier, more positive way of thinking. If you think I'm on a diet, it just sounds miserable straight away. Usually in most cases with my clients anyway, is after I tell them to eliminate the amount of sweets and rubbish that they're eating, the craving for them actually goes away. You can always have the chocolate bar, you can always have the packet of crisps. It's just don't eat 10 of them and don't eat them every day. A lot of people say to me, oh, you're so thin, like how are you the size that you are? Well, genetics plays a huge part in it. Also what I eat plays a huge part in it. So I do try and keep my food as healthy as possible. I try and eliminate as much processed food, but I do treat myself. Like an odd weekend I'd have a pizza, or I don't eat healthy 24/7 because life would be very dull and boring. If you're starting eating healthy today, why not just change your breakfast just for the week, just to see how you get on? So if you're used to sugary cereals or eating maybe some croissants or something like that, just for the 1 week, just change your breakfast, nothing else. You're doing it slow and steady, it's not a fad, you're just eating healthier. If I changed every single meal in 1 week for a client, they'd find it so difficult they probably wouldn't come back to me the next week. Whereas I changed their breakfast for them just for a week. It's the easiest meal of the day to change. I will link down my blog post on healthy foods to eat for breakfast and how to get a balanced diet as well, so do check out my blog on that. Processed foods is another question I get asked a lot about. I don't recommend them, obviously. They're full of sugar and salt. And stay positive. One of the worst things that people can say is, oh, I didn't lose 4 pounds this week, now I can't do it, I can't continue, but I did lose 2 pounds. Look at the positive things. You're changing how you're eating, you're changing your lifestyle, you're including more healthy foods into your diet, you're being more balanced, you're maybe getting out and getting a bit more exercise. So think of the positive things that you've done and that you've lost those 2 pounds or 1 pound or half a pound. Don't focus on what you didn't achieve, focus on what you did achieve. That'll keep your mind positive. Weight loss is a huge adaptation and it's a huge change to your life, so make it as easy as you can. Another thing I want to discuss is exercise. You do not need to join a gym in January and go to it every day for a month to try and lose weight. You can do things around your own house. Put on music and just dance around to it. I know it sounds silly, but it's exercise. You can use outside, go for a walk, just get out and get a bit of exercise. In order to lose weight, it needs to be 80-20. So what that basically means is 80% is going to have to be a change in your diet, 20% a change in your activity. You only need to exercise 2 to 3 times a week for 30 minutes, whereas you need to eat healthy for every meal of the day. And also with water, I do recommend that you get enough in to hydrate yourself. If you don't like the taste of plain water, then add lemon and lime to it, which is what I do. Try your best not to go for the flavoured waters, they're full of sugar, and try your best also not to be drinking too many fizzy drinks. Just eliminate them from your diet if you have to. There's no need for them. So you are what you eat. If you eat healthy, you're going to have nice hair and skin and nails, you're going to look radiant, you're going to have more energy. Whereas if you eat unhealthy, your skin, nails, all of that's going to be affected in a negative way. You might get more spots, you might get more breakages in your hair, it might become weak or fall out, you might actually have blemishes on your skin. Like I said, there's no time like the present to start eating healthy, but just do it so slowly that you barely even notice that you're changing your diet. Over the course of 4 weeks, you should have changed nearly every meal in your diet, starting from breakfast, then lunch to dinner, and then your snacks. That's how I teach the clinic. That's how I get results like somebody losing 5.5 stone. I have other clients who've lost 2 stone, some who've lost 3, some who've lost half a stone, clients who are constantly losing weight. And I also deal with clients who want to put on weight or clients with nutritional deficiencies. So I deal with an array of different clients. And guys, I hope I'm helping you in some way. Weight loss is slow and steady, and it should be. If you lose more than 2 to 3 pounds, other than in the first couple of weeks, it could be that you're losing water, or even worse of all, you could be losing muscle. We want to be losing fat off our body, and we want to be losing it from places that we have extra adipose tissue. Visceral fat is the most dangerous fat to have in your body. It's stored way underneath your skin. So staying at a healthy weight, it's not also to look good, it's to feel good and to make sure you're the healthiest that that you are inside. And as a nutritionist, I'm so passionate about my clients being healthy. If you have any concerns about weight loss, please let me know. If there's any videos you want on nutrition, please write them down below and I will try and make as many as I can. And best of luck with trying to lose weight. Do it slow and steady, gradual, no fads, and make sure that you include lots of fruit and veg. Get rid of any of the processed foods, drink more, exercise more, and just be happy. And don't get deterred if your weight loss is not as quick as it would seem initially. It will come off if you're doing it correctly. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you so much. Mwah! And I'll talk to you soon. Bye!